It looks like they're going to have first pitch a little sooner at the baseball game than they will here at the softball game. Calvin Castine at Chazy Central Rural School. It's the 13th day of April 2016, the day after my 69th birthday. And we're here for high school baseball, softball first actually. We're covering a softball game, and we'll be moving on to cover the baseball. But as you're watching these on TV or on cable, you'll be seeing them one at a time. Not sure, trying to figure out who's Rob Lapierre over there and which one's Kaiser. I think Chad Kaiser's got the plate, I think. Rob Lapierre renewed his viewer support for hometown cable before we made our way over here, so I want to make sure to mention that in this game and in the girls' game, in the boys' game too. We're going to. What you're seeing is actually part of the boys' game, but it's going to be part of the girls' video. So we're going to do an hour here as we usually do, and then head over and do the last hour of the boys' game. But they're going to start on time here. Right now they're about 7 minutes late. We've got Ano behind the plate and the Rat Mark Rael humping on the bases. It's Chazy and Minerva-Newcomb in girls and boys. Several years back, instead of sending up a modified or JV team, they decided that they would do both varsities at the same time. So they send up the baseball team and they send up the softball team, varsities, and they play. Then they do the same thing on the road. And the modifieds play at their own schedule. So something that the MVAC has been doing for the past, I guess 4 or 5 years now. And looks like the Mountaineers have a base runner out there. Yep, somebody on base for the visitors. Well, we're set for the first pitch here, which hopefully will be coming soon. Temperature 46 degrees. This is how the season is finally going to begin here. This is the 13th. The games are supposed to start on the 5th, but everything in the northern tier of northeastern Chazy and Ellenburg has been snowed out, cold out, rained out. And we're finally getting some games in. I try to get my schedule to the newspaper a week or two ahead of time, and I scheduled the game that was going to be played tomorrow night, Saranac Lake at Northeastern, and just before I left to come here, they moved it. Northeastern's going to go to Saranac Lake, and Saranac Lake will come here later in the year. So if you see the Islander particularly, I don't always have time to get the updated roster to the Islander because they're a weekly paper. So if you look at the schedule in the Islander, sometimes it's a little different than what we actually end up with because of things like that, rescheduled games, and we're trying to predict where we're going to be and what's going to be played. So leading off, this will be Taylor Fiden, the center fielder for the Mountaineers. She watches one bounce in. The pitcher is Moak. Battery mate is Lapierre. There's a strike. Gagno's at first base. Second base is Jabut. Shortstop is Pepper. Third base, Lauren. There's a ball hit right down the line. It's a foul ball, just barely foul. Third base is Lauren. Almost got that. Then we got outfield, Garceau, Barcombe, and Knight moving from left to right. Non-starters today include Boris, Crivanis, Jabut, Booth, Stalker, and West. Foul off. Into the trees. We said 46 degrees with a little breeze. Tomorrow's supposed to be getting better, and then the day after better, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It's going to be a foul ball. Garso over to retrieve it. I'm going to try to keep glancing over at the boys' game, the baseball game, just to see how often they switch sides so we can keep track of the innings. That's a ball. It might be a full count at this point. If it is, it's a payoff. That's going to be a low, ball 4. So Fiden's going to hustle her way to first base. McNally, the catcher, will step in. We'll be looking for a stolen base attempt. Fakes the bunt, throw to second. Will be in there safely. So it's the pier behind the plate. Here's the pitch. That's high. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. No advance. We had some road games that we could have gotten for the Cougars that weren't too far away in Plattsburgh or so on foul ball. But it's just been so cold that we just didn't do it, even though we ended up with nothing to record. So it's going to catch up with us. We're going to run out of things. We've never run out of things to show. It's brand new. That's in the trees, and put my hand over my camera here. I don't it's like a game of Plinko once it goes up in the trees there. I don't know if it's going to hit the $10,000 slot or the 0 slot.
Hey, on the ground, Sadie, take an angle, okay? Right? We're not going to run straight across. I was like, I'm getting the words out of my mouth.
So we've been had potential away games, but just haven't bothered to do that. There's no sense in traveling and being froze. Bad enough being home and frozen, not being on the road and frozen. All right, Chazy boys are still on defense out there. This is a long first 2 batters. That's a high one. Change up, I guess. Full count. Fouled off. Fouled off. Just got a piece of it. Hit it off the handle. Ball 4. And you can't go too far because they kept an eye on fighting at second base. Jordan Bush now, the shortstop, is at the plate. Strike called. Oops, there we go. Strike called. I gotta be careful with my zoom in here. The zoom keeps going, and I'm looking away from the camera, looking in the real world. And because the camera only tells me what it's showing, it doesn't tell me what's happening around the area outside the camera. That's popped up. You know, I'd put that left fielder right near the foul line. But actually that one there was out of play. Out of play line is, not sure if you can pick it up here. You can see it here, the white line, and there's a foul line. No advance. Two and 2. Strike 3. So Bush goes down swinging. So Moak gets a big K. And Cheyenne Williams, the pitcher, will step in for the Mountaineers. Trying to, will not be coming. I'm trying to think today what the Minerva team name was. The schools have combined for sports. Sometimes you see a Minerva bus showing up, sometimes you see a Newcomb bus showing up. Newcomb I know is the Huskies because they played a lot of soccer against Chazy. But Minerva, I cannot for the life of me remember what their team nickname was. But the combined team is the Mountaineers. There's a line shot. That's going to be a fair ball right down the left field line. That's going to score 2 runs. And cleanup hitter will stop at second with a 2-ribby double. Put her team up 2-0 here in the first with just 1 out. And batter now will be Beth Veely. Veely, the first baseman. Swings at the first offering and fouls it off. Let's see, Minerva's out on the field in the baseball game, so we're in the bottom half of the first in the baseball game. I want to do an hour here, but I'm not going to go to the 5th inning before I go over to the baseball game. So if they take too long here, we'll just have to get a really abbreviated version. Throw comes to the foul side of the plate of the base. So puts her at third, able to score on a fly ball. On the ground, this will score the run. Hit to short, throw to first. In time, nice play there. Shortstop Bailey Pepper firing over to Gagnon at first base. So that's 2 down. Give Veely an RBI. Miranda Allen, the second baseman, will step in. And I'm going to try to remember to mention it in the baseball game, but just in case I don't, I'm going to mention it here. I went over and got the baseball lineups before getting the softball lineups here, because when I head there, I need to have those lineups all set. And the Minerva players were wondering how close where Canada was. They didn't know if they could see it from here. So, saying, "Where's Canada? Where's Canada?" One of the Chazy players, ball 4. I'll bring up Rebecca Draper, the right fielder. On the Chazy player says it's pointed north and said it's 20 miles in that direction. Well, I think if you go 20 miles, you'll be well into Canada. I'd say it's probably no more than 9 from here. I think from this school to Northeastern School, I think is 8 miles. So if you were a Crow, you could probably get to the border in 8 or 9 miles, because you got to go east for a little ways when you're heading down Route 11 to get to the 276. Ball 4. Oh my. 2 quick walks here. Runners at the corners. And Grace Armstrong, the third baseman, will be the batter. And she's going to be our first lefty hitter. How about that? Oh, I think he wanted a steal here. There's a strike, and they'll give up the runner going to second, as the coach knew. Puts 2 ducks on the pond. Ball. Hit to the right side, throw to first in time. So it goes from Stephanie Jabat over to first baseman Gagnon. So let's add them up. There are 2 left, 3 outs, 8 batters. Sounds like I've at least 3 runs. We're going to go to the bottom of the first here on viewer-supported hometown cable. All right, Chazy is still at bat, so we're still in the first inning over there as we start the bottom of the first. And we got Bailey Pepper up there. All I have is first initials, so I may not be able to give you all the Chazy first names. Pitching is Williams. Her battery mate is McNally. Veely's at first. Allen's at second. Shortstop is Bush. Third base is Armstrong. Strike 2 called. Left field is Pratt. Then we got Fiden and Draper going from left to right. The only non-starter is Emma Goki. 1-2. Bottom of the first. 2-2. 3-0. Minerva-Newcomb leading Chazy. There's a line shot to center. It's hauled in. Well hit ball, but she reached up and yanked it down. A good play there by the center fielder Fiden. So this will bring up Lauren. Third baseman Taylor, I think. Strike 1. Landed in the bleachers on George Brenler Field. I knew George would find a way to get his name in here. Strike 3, drop third strike, throw to first. They'll get her. But she was smart enough to go. So Lauren is out. Now Gagnon, first baseman.
Hey, all you here, Abby, all you, right? All clear.
I'll have to move a little bit because the players are encroaching on our view. Still defense for Minerva-Newcomb in the baseball. That's a long bottom of the first for the Eagles. Strike. Two and two, 2 outs, nobody on. Bottom of the first. Hit to the left side. Just in time to get her. Shortstop Bush firing over to the first baseman Veely. So it's 3 up, 3 down, nothing lacrosse for the Eagles. They trail 3-0 after 1 full here on viewer-supported local television hometown cable. Chazy boys are still batting. Another base hit. Oh, we're in the bottom, top of the first. Cassie Pratt, the left fielder, takes strike 1. 3-0 to score. Strike 2. It's a Wednesday. Strike 3. So Pratt goes down a swinging. And it'll bring up Taylor Fiden, the center fielder. We'll let off with a walk.
Hey, top of the order.
Two of the 3 runs scored by Minerva-Newcomb scored on walkers. Runners that reached, batters that reached on the walk. So it looks like Chazy's coming. Nope, Chazy's still on the bases. Just some guys roaming around out there, but they're running the bases.
Like a double here. I'll walk like a double.
Ball 4. Now McNally, the catcher.
On your toes, ladies, on your toes.
So look for the stolen base.
Danielle, protect her. You gotta run on first. Throw the bunt. She's feeling it. Come on, come on. Think. 4 years. Go ahead.
On to get that runner in scoring position. She's swinging at the first pitch. Here we go. And the ball gets away at second. She's going to come all the way to third. And round. And looks like Liz Boxer Garin is going to appeal it. It's up to referee umpire if he wants to appeal. And Mark Riel saw the tag. You can only call what you see. You didn't see the tag, so you can't call somebody out because there might have been a tag, but Mark Riel saw the tag, so it's out. McNally at the plate. 2 outs now, nobody on. That's into the trees, into the huge crowd behind that tree. Huge crowd. Might even be double figures over there. Ball. And the pitch. That's foul. Should have been caught. Two pitch. Reaches forward, hits it to third. In time. So that's the third out. Somebody tell the third baseman Lauren she's going back to field another one. So 3 up, 3 down. That was Lauren over to the first Sacker Gagno, and it's still 3-0 as we head for the bottom of the second inning here on Viewer Sported Hometown Cable. The Mountaineers are batting over in the baseball field, so they're still in the top of the second inning over there. This game's actually moved ahead of that game, as we are set to start the bottom of the second here. It'll be Lapeer, Jabut, Moak, and Barcombe in the hole. Lapeer will lead it off, the catcher. Connor Lapeer. Strike. A 2. In tight. 1 and 2. Hits sharply up the middle. That's a base hit. So Chazy will have their first base runner. Oh, and she's going to get picked off. Safe. She slid under the tag. Under the tag. Hands on the hips. I'm not sure what this is a sign for here. It's like the sign of a mother saying, "I'm not happy." Okay, here's Jabat. Stephanie was keeping the book last year. She made her way into the starting lineup. Takes a strike. Strike 2. 0-2. Foul ball. Oh, good try. Good try there by the first baseman, Veely. There's a shot. That's a well-hit ball, but it's caught in center. That's the type of ball where the runner should be tagging. She's got a better view than we do as far as the distance that ball's going to go, so she's got to know whether to tag or not. So here is Moak. Right. Coach Jabat saying run on anything. I'm only counting the one out here. That's only 2 outs now. Two outs. It's a good thing that Lapeer didn't decide to run somewhere. Here's Barcombe, center fielder. But nobody except you and I will know that Coach Guerin lost track of the out situation. And I won't tell anybody if you don't, so it'll be our secret. Looks like the baseball game's about to go to the bottom of the second. Like 2, I guess. Just Barcombe. 1-2. Strike 3 looking. So a runner stranded. We're going to go to the third inning. 3-0. Minerva-Newcomb leading Chazy here on viewer-supported hometown cable. Baseball's in the bottom of the second. Jordan Bush is at the plate. Takes one way high. Ball 2. 3-0 to score. Top of the third. We're hoping to get at least 3 innings here. We're hoping. Again, we're looking at our clock. Do no more than an hour here. And we don't want to get too far into that baseball game before we go over there. So we're hoping to do at least 3 innings here.
Hey, Danielle, tell Shy what I said is supposed to happen.
That's ball 4.
Nothing, stay there, stay there.
So Bush walks. Williams is up. Cheyenne Williams. Let's see if she'll show the bunt here to get the runner to second. Strike.
Okay, there you go.
Safe at third. Bush with the steal. 3-1 to count. Ball 4. Open runners at the corners, and now whether she'll keep going. Nope. So Veely, first baseman, will be the batter. Runners at the corners. We'll look for the steal of second. Let me tell you, I'm out here with a winter jacket on and several layers. These kids are out here with short sleeves. I'd have something, some kind of a sweatshirt underneath. So second and third, nobody out. Fly ball. Falls in. 2 runners are going to score. I should get third on the throw. So 2 more makes it 5-0, and Miranda Allen now will be the batter. Strike called. Ball 1-1. There's a bunt. Base hit, bunt. Allen's on. Runners at the corner. Still nobody out. Rebecca Draper's the right fielder. She's up. Strike. Throw came to third. Good smart play. Not going to get them on there. One going to second. That's the smart play. High, 1-1. Still nobody out. Two runners in scoring position. Ball.
What you do on that, just so you don't step in yet, what you do on that when the catcher catches it, you go like this. Stop the run. Okay?
Strike 2.
Put it away. What are you going to do when the catcher does that, Rebecca? There you go. Come on. 3 balls. Good job.
Ball 4. That's going to load the bases. Draper goes to first. And Grace Armstrong will be the batter. Looks like they've completed the second inning over in a baseball game. Ball goes out of play. Runners will all move up a base automatically. Close second and third. 1, 2, 3 runs in, 2 on. Nobody out. The first inning was long. This one just might turn out to be even longer. Hit to the left side. Everybody's going to be safe. I'm not sure if third baseman Lauren could have gotten that. She ran to the third. She could have gotten that, then she should have. Here's Pratt, Cassie Pratt. Strike 1.
Okay. Come on. You go things for something with a hat rack. You got runner on third. Runner on third. What are you supposed to do?
Bunt. Fake a bunt.
Gotta go back, gotta go back, gotta go back, can't hesitate. Gracie, steal!
No, make believe you're going to steal. Steal. Strike. And they're going to run scores. Runner will come to third. Amy Moak should have been covering that plate. That's strike 2, 1 and 2, I think, on Pratt. No, just missed. Get to the left side. They get the out. Give up the run, get the out. That's all you can do. So, that's one down. 8th batter of the inning coming up. So that's what, 6 runs? 6 runs. 9-0 to score. We're in the top of the third in the baseball game. Strike. Out of play.
Remember, up on your toe. That's 2 strikes. Nothing close. Nothing close.
The left side, Lauren. No.
You can't just stop moving, girl.
Oh, that's Taylor fighting. This will be Danielle McNally. Ball.
Taylor. Okay? Okay? Taylor, if you run, you don't get any throws. Same job you do. I know.
Swing and a miss.
I told you what was going to happen. Hey, you got to stay back. Watch the ball hit the back. From not back there.
A base hit. They'll score another run. Or a double. So Jordan Bush will become the 10th batter of the inning. One out. Strike 1. Foul ball, strike 2.
Two strikes out of you, Jordy. Aggressive.
Here we go, ladies.
Aggressive. Anything in your zone.
Front here.
Good eye. Good eye.
One ball, 2 strikes.
2 and 2.
Pull up again here.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Come through and snap. There you go. Out.
Another one. Another one on the Brendler bleachers. Well, we're protecting our camera here in our head, but
RBI right here. RBI.
popped up. Out of play. Out of play.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
2 and 2. 3 and 2.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Hey, don't let her take it. I mean, gotta make it work here. Let's go. Put it in there.
Foul ball.
Good job. Flipper
Stay
no
with
hit.
her, Rami. You're doing great. You're
3
good.
balls, 2 strikes.
Put it in there. Come on now. Up. Who's got it?
Moke says she has it, and she does. So that's 2 down. So Bush is out, and Williams, the cleanup hitter, will step in.
Good job now.
Two easy ones. You're okay. Keep doing.
Strike.
There you go.
Let's see, bottom of the 3rd inning over there. We gotta get out of here pretty soon there. That gets by Lauren. And
Hey, you gotta get in front of that. Okay?
runners at the corners. Veely the batter.
I'll tell him about it.
Hit to the middle. Gets through. Another run scores. 1st and 2nd. Well, let's see. Was that Williams? That was Williams. Now Veely.
3 here. Keep your focus side.
No, number
Combo now. 2 down.
6. Yeah, Veely. Strike. So that's the what? 12th batter. 7 runs in. So it'll keep the inning alive. And the bags will be loaded. It's going to be Miranda Allen, the second baseman.
Now don't back out. Watch the ball at the back. Come on. 2 down. We got to go on anything here. Stop, Chazy.
This is Draper. Previous batter was Allen. I'm losing track. They're getting too many batters here. So this is Draper. 2, 4, 5, 14th batter. 3 and 2, 5, 14th batter. Sounds like 8 runs in. Ball 4. Run scores. 15th batter. Armstrong. This inning got to get over so I can get over to the baseball field. The softball field is protecting me from the baseball field. I did want to get Garso and Knight batting, but I may not.
Chazy, come on. You're late. Good chance here, Chazy.
Base is full. 15th batter of the inning. 9 runs in. Three and 2. Payoff. Ball 4. Another run scores. And Cassie Pratt.
Move up. Move up. 4. Come on. 2 down now.
Strike 1.
On your toes, everybody on your toes. Come on.
1 and 1.
Back to where you go.
Soft liner. Caught by Jabut for the 3rd out. She wants another one. So we're gonna go to the bottom of the third, maybe. We'll see. Right now it's about 13, 14 to nothing. This might be it. If so, see you later. Hometown Cable, TV worth supporting. We're going to stick around just for 2 batters here, then we're heading out. By the time we get in position, Sadie Garceau hit the ball, an infield hit. So she's on. And we got, I think it's Megan Knight. Then it'll be the top of the order. So this will give us all the batters for Chazy. The start of the game, at least. Not sure if we'll be here tomorrow for the Crown Point game. We're originally scheduled to be at Northeastern for Saranac Lake. It's been rescheduled. So, not sure where we'll be. We might be back for another one tomorrow. Strike. That was it. So, night is out. Pepper's coming up, and we're going to bid adieu. So you're watching viewer-supported Hometown Cable TV. We think is worthy of your support. Thanks for watching.